Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Whitall. Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about a topic that's just been buzzing around the Call of Duty community for the past several months now, and that is the new Call of Duty, more specifically, Black Ops 3. Will it be good? Will it be bad? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on everything that I've seen and heard about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So jumping right into this, the first thing I want to say is you cannot fully judge a game, no matter what game it is, unless you've actually played it for yourself and had some downtime with the game. But anyway, going right into this, to fully judge a game, especially Call of Duty, you can't just judge it off one aspect. You know, if you only play multiplayer, you can't say the game's terrible because what if the campaign's good? You know, you can't just say a game is terrible because of one aspect of the game. So you have to look at all the aspects of the game. Obviously, Call of Duty has a campaign, they have multiplayer, and usually a side thing. You know, it's usually something like Spec Ops, but this year, since Treyarch's making Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it's going to be zombies. And we all know what zombies is. I love zombies. If multiplayer isn't good in a Call of Duty game, I always have zombies to fall back on. And I think that's a big thing for a lot of people. A lot of people will actually just buy Call of Duty just for zombies, and I know that's going to be the case for this year with Black Ops 3. But anyway, the first thing you want to realize if you're going to judge a game is, obviously, I have never in my life played a Call of Duty campaign that's been bad. The campaigns in Call of Duty are always good. We all know that. Same with the zombies. Like I said, you can always fall back on zombies. I don't worry about that. But the big thing that most people look at and judge Call of Duty off of is the multiplayer. Now, I wouldn't fully judge a game and say it's completely bad because of one aspect. I'll give you an example. Black Ops 2 is actually my least favorite Call of Duty out of them all. I love the campaign, I hate the multiplayer. When I say hate, I don't actually like despise it, but compared to every other Call of Duty game that I have and I play, Black Ops 2 is just my least favorite. I think it's the least skill-based when it comes to online multiplayer. I think it's very laggy. I think the weapon balance is out of whack. I just don't think it has a lot of good gun skill in it, and that's just my opinion with it. I really prefer to play Modern Warfare 3 when it comes to gun-on-gun action, but that's my opinion with it. Now, Black Ops 1 was actually one of my favorite Call of Duties. It's a little weird, but I love Black Ops 1. My point being is, I may not like Black Ops 2 for the multiplayer aspect, but I love the zombies in the campaign version. So, like I said, you can't just judge a game off of one thing. Now, the multiplayer is obviously the biggest part of Call of Duty for me anyway, but realistically it's actually not the biggest part overall because actually only 70% of the people that buy Call of Duty are only playing the campaign, not the multiplayer. So that's a big portion. That means only about 30% of people are playing multiplayer at all. But still, multiplayer is what I love to focus on. I know you guys want to, so let's jump right into this. Multiplayer, honestly, the first thing I look for if a Call of Duty game is going to be fun or not on multiplayer is the connection, the lag. Now, some games in Call of Duty lag more than others, especially depending on who's the host, but to completely fix this problem, Call of Duty should be running on dedicated servers. Unfortunately, Black Ops 3 is not going to be running on dedicated servers. It's still going to be running on the typical P2P, which is player-to-player connections, which means if a host in your game is from Guatemala and you're from America, you're going to be having a very tough time trying to get any kills. And that's not a very fun skill-based connection. You know, that's what makes people not want to play Call of Duty and rage quit and leave. And honestly, I really think it's about time we get some dedicated servers in Call of Duty. I mean, it's the year 2015. Every single game on Earth that has a multiplayer-based connection or fan base is running dedicated servers, at least some type of it. I think it's pretty pathetic that Activision, and obviously being the billionaire company they are, and Call of Duty, for example, they don't have dedicated servers yet. It's one of the biggest online games still to this day. I think it's pathetic that we don't have dedicated servers yet. I'm not hating it. I'm just saying it would be a good step up if we can get dedicated servers. It would give a lot more people a better edge, and it would show a lot more skill. But moving on from lag, the next thing I would look for if lag isn't a factor is good maps and weapon balance. Honestly, I don't mind most types of maps in Call of Duty, but I will say Advanced Warfare had some pretty bad maps for me. I like some of the maps in there. Same with Ghost. The past few Call of Duties have just been some of the campiest maps ever because there's no flow. Instead of a 3-lane map style, they have 1,000 different rooms and head glitches where people can just camp, and it gives no people incentives to move around the map. It makes people just want to camp for kill streaks, especially when people are just sitting in corners, and I really honestly hope that Black Ops 3 found a better way of making maps. I think I did hear that they're returning to the regular 3-lane map style, which probably will increase flow, which will make for more intense rushing gameplay, which is obviously what I love about Call of Duty. So it made me fall in love with it. So maps and weapon balance are a huge thing. Weapons, for example, if you take like the first couple of weeks of Black Ops 2, the snipers, they were crazy. absolutely crazy. A DSR, you could one-shot somebody in the toe with that thing. I mean, that goes almost every single game. You know, MW3, the Type 95, that thing was an unbelievable monster when that game launched. And it actually still is, but it was crazy. You could just one-burst people. And I'm sure I'm missing some guns. You guys know what I mean. Every single game has, you know, overpowered weapons. They obviously fix them eventually. But my point being is, if they can actually launch this game with an actual good, you know, maps and really good weapon balance, I honestly think this game could be something really cool. Now, the cool thing about this, and this is why I think that they may actually have a good fighting chance to do that, is because next month in August, which is actually only about a week from now, they're launching the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta for 5 days on PS4. I believe it's on Xbox One as well. But that's going to give the developers a huge eye into actually what's going on in the game. It's going to give them a lot of potential to see if there's any bugs, overpowered weapons, you know, certain glitches. That's going to actually help players get an idea. This is the first time Call of Duty has ever had a beta, and I just find that to be awesome, because now you're going to actually get a taste of what you can play, you know, a few months from now in fall. Obviously, a lot of people are going to play the beta, and I'm sure a lot of them are probably not going to get the game because they didn't like something about the beta, but I honestly think it could be a positive thing for the beta. I don't know if they're going to have zombies in the beta. I really don't think so. I think it's just a multiplayer beta, but that's my biggest aspect for it. Now, besides the maps, the weapons, the lag, the next thing, and this is actually where Call of Duty Ghost really screwed up, is kill streaks. I really hope that they're going to have some type of really crazy fun kill streaks, and I mean a huge assortment of them. I love the fact excuse me, that Black Ops 2 had a lot of different cool kill streaks, even though I didn't like the game much. I love dogs, I like swarms, I love the AC-130s from MW3. You know, all those crazy kill streaks that just allow you to rain down hell on the other team is just, I mean, you just feel like a god when you're in those kill streaks, and I really hope that they bring some type of aspect back with that. You know, no more of these dull kill streaks, you know, ground sentry guns and stuff. I want some crazy stuff going on when I'm playing. And also, you know, it would be cool, I hope that Ground War gets a level cap. I hope instead of 9v9 it goes up to 12v12. That would be awesome, especially if they add some really sick kill streaks. Now, everything I just mentioned, none of this means anything if this game doesn't live up to what it's being hyped for, because, to be honest with you, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 has a lot to compete with this fall. You know, Star Wars Battlefront, all that stuff, that's a whole different video, but what I'm saying is this game hopefully lives up to its reputation, guys, because it's got a lot to compete with, and I don't want it to fail. I really want to play a good Call of Duty. It's been years since I've had a really fun Call of Duty to play. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and opinions on Black Ops 3 so far. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you think so far of Black Ops 3 and what you've seen. Are you hyped for it? Are you going to be getting Black Ops 3 is actually a better question. I know I will be. I'll be at the midnight release. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I had some Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 for you guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, thanks for stopping by.